Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of the Connected Careers of TJ Bonds here on ESGNet. He plays for the Denver Broncos this year in Madden 13. And so this is actually episode 2, and this episode will contain the last 2 games of the preseason that TJ and the Broncos were taken part of. And actually we're going to go ahead and get to game 1, which is actually against the 49ers. We'll see how TJ plays. Now this is, like, again, this is preseason, so there won't be too much action. The game will actually go by pretty quick. That's why I'm doing these 2 games together, because he actually isn't necessarily the starter just quite yet. Well, actually, he is now. He is the starter, but he won't be playing too much. I think he'll play, probably the first, somewhere around the first quarter, going into the second quarter some. So we'll see how far he plays in this game. And there you see, like I said, we're playing at home at Mile High Sports Authority Field. And there you see our prestige is a B, which honestly that don't really matter. But our offense, they're saying that we're ranked first in the league, and defense is 31st, so we're second to last in the NFL. And there you see the numbers for the 49ers: 29th ranking in offense and 5th in defense. So, and as you know from last year, the 49ers had a really good year, especially this year, that they went to the Super Bowl and won it. But in this series, they haven't got there just yet. So remember that this is going all the way back from this past season. So we'll see what the 49ers I'll keep you guys updated and see how teams do compared to what they did this past year. So here we are in Denver, Colorado, between the 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. There you see teams are getting warmed up. Kaepernick getting his last minute throws there, and then you see Jim Nantz and Phil Simms, which I think is a great addition to the game. Feels like you're actually watching a Sunday afternoon game. You would see on CBS with all the graphics and stats and stuff like that. So there you see the 49ers coming out to midfield along with the Broncos. So we'll see. There you see Bonds, number 38, one of the team captains for the squad. And last episode, I think you guys seen his hair was like a blonde looking. I actually fixed that. It's back to black. I didn't notice until after I watched the video and seeing what the color of his hair was. I'm like, wow, yeah, we need to change that. So, so he has black hair now instead of the crazy blonde hair that he had. You actually can see it, I think, during one of the opening sequences of the game. So let's go ahead and get onto the field, and here we are simming a little bit of the game. So the 49ers already scored in their first possession. There you see Bonds playing some special teams, and you'll see him a lot in this game and the next game, playing a lot of special teams. He'll play on offense from here and there, but for right now they're getting some work reps in. Right there you see nice gain right there, a nice 2-yard gain, getting close to a first down. There you see offensive line showing there, which I love this. Loved it in this game this year, all showing with the offensive line, defensive line, and offensive players, all who you got to watch for in the game, and all that and this and that. So hopefully they'll keep continuing that, bringing that in Madden. I guess this year's Madden 25. It's 25th anniversary. So all right, so now we go ahead and move on a little bit more in the first quarter. There you see 1st and 10, handoff from to Bonds there with a nice gain. So Manning commanding his troops as usual, always changing it up. There you see another handoff from Manning to Bonds, and there you see Bonds drops the ball, gets fumbled right there. Let's see the replay. Talk about a hit right there. I don't think he was looking too forward for that hit. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Willis or something that came up on him on that play right there. So now they're forced to punt now. They couldn't do anything on their side of the ball. So we'll see 4th and inches, and we're going to punt. We're going to see Bonds going for it, punt, and the fair catch for Bonds there. I really hope I can run one back with him this season in this game. So there you see a nice throw right there from Manning throwing to Bonds, and there you see Bonds trying to get on around him, but he couldn't. But he does get the first down for that 36-yard catch right there. So 1st and 10, still in the first quarter, with about 8 minutes left in the game. And there you see Bonds going out with a little screen pass right there. Nice catch. He already has 41 yards in the game receiving. So 2nd and 5, and then you see Bonds going out to the corner right there. This time Manning throws to Thomas right there for a nice first down, 6-yard catch. So now we move on. 1st and 10. Hands off to Bonds. Bonds goes on the outside and just trucking up the way to the first down marker. And there you see 6 rushes, 21 yards already in the game. So doing quite well for himself in this game. So now Broncos threatening in the 49ers red zone here. 1st and 10, ball on the 13-yard line, and a nice run by Bonds. And Bonds trying to get out of that heap of mess there, but unable to get the first down. So there we see simming some of the first. So now we're first and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. We're in our own territory here, and Manning stamping the ball finally, running down the play clock to just about 3. We get the first down with a nice run right there from Bonds right there. 9 rushes, 34 yards in the game at this point. And like I said, I really would love to have a big runs for Bonds. Hopefully the coaches will come up with some great plays for him. Hopefully I can get this offensive line to think about running. I kind of want to have that. My idea is kind of have maybe going back to the old ways of when Terrell Davis was playing along with John Elway when they went back-to-back in the Super Bowl. Oh, almost got picked that. Let's see. Manning almost got that one picked off right there, trying to throw to Bonds, and Bonds unable to get that catch right there. So Bonds, you see, goes off in the angle right there. He's going to go up for this catch, and almost picked off that time. So Bonds really needs to get open and call for the ball when he is open. There you see Manning again taking a snap, dropping back, and tries to throw the Bonds, and Bonds unable to catch the ball there on 3rd and 10. So now we're forced to punt the ball, and there you see we're simming the game, and I believe we simmed the game all the way through. I think Bonds is done for the day. We'll see. Now they're really scoring on us. Now we're down by 10 now. Another touchdown, another field goal. Oh man, just not a good day to be a Broncos fan. Of course, this is only preseason, so I guess they don't count, but they are some meaningful games, and you got to see what guys can do, on the field. In a situation especially like this, we're getting our butts handed to us. So there you see, we lose the game, 51-26 in the 3rd preseason game of the season. Bonds actually had 10 carries, 33 yards for the game, no touchdown. But like I said, it's preseason, just working out all the kinks, trying to see what guys fit where. And these guys shouldn't have their head should have their head held up, not down. Like I said, it is only a preseason game. It's just now the next game they will have to play quite well, because it is traditionally the 4th game. The preseason is the dress rehearsal. This is you gotta treat it just like if this was the real thing, when it actually does matter. So 4th game coming up, we'll see that one here in just a bit. But again, the final score 51-26. The Broncos lose, and lose very, very badly. There you see the Broncos release Jason Hunt, or Hunter, the left tackle there, or excuse me, the left end there. So we won't have him on the team now. You see on Twitter, see what they're talking about. You know, of course, we got Rex Tucker there, Trey Wingo, and of course Skip Bayless always talking shit as usual. Me personally, I'm not a big Skip Bayless fan, but whatever. So there you see the XP that he's got so far for this season. Again, I'm going to try to use the XP probably maybe every 4 games. Work on certain areas, and then I really want to, really trying to build up for the big packages towards the end of the season, or maybe towards, if I have enough before we get to the, if we get in the playoffs or something, try to use it then, and get those big packages for running, speed boost, agility, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so there you see this. Statistics for this game. We're now ranked 32nd in defense, and we're ranked first in offense. So again, I don't see how they figure that stuff out, but whatever. Record right now currently is 1-2 for the preseason. Again, this is game 4. And you see the Cardinals ranked are prestigious C so we'll see how they do. Or you see with Cobb there getting ready, warmed up, and see what he can do against the Broncos this year in this preseason game. And there you see Cobb getting warmed up, which, quite honestly, I think my personal opinion about Cobb, he did well at in the Eagles, but I think he's one of those. He's a good backup guy that can come in, when the game's tied or they're down by a possession or something like that. I really, quite honestly, I don't. Just the makeup, his overall work as a starter, it's not really that impressive. So I don't know. The Carter's got to figure out something for next season in the 2013-2014 campaign, which is coming up here soon. But right now we're still stuck in the 2012-2013 campaign. So right now let's go ahead and get to the field. So 1st and 10, less than 14 minutes left in the game, so still early. There you see Bond, nice run, only a yard, but still a nice run, aggressive run right there. And that's what I want to try to be with Bonds when it comes to the run. Be aggressive. Just truck sticking a lot of the guys there when running. There you see Bonds gets a nice run right there, but unable to get to the first down marker. So two carries for 6 yards. We'll see what he can do his next time he's on the field. So go ahead and sim, and we're gonna get to. Now with less than 12 minutes of the game, Bonds and the Broncos are on the field. There you see a nice toss from Manning to Bonds, and Bonds unable to go vertically. They kept him going horizontally for some reason. They couldn't break away from that pack there. So 2nd and 8 for Bonds and the Broncos. There you see couldn't go nowhere that time. So left him with a 3rd down. So there we see sim the game some, and the Cardinals actually score a touchdown. And here we are seeing their extra point. And there you see, John Skeleton, the backup, coming in as the holding the ball there for the kicker. So 1st and 10, Bonds gets the ball and run right there. Trying to stay in between the tackles. In this game, I noticed that, especially in this game, going against the Cardinals, they were really good at sniffing out the run on the outside. And that's what I like to do for the most part. Is see what they can do, go off from the outside, and then work way in. There you see a pass there from Manning there, trying to throw to his receiver there, unable to hold on to that ball. Oh, actually, it was Eric Decker there trying to catch that, but unable to hold on to it. So there you see Manning hands off to Bonds, and Bonds on that play gets dropped behind the line of scrimmage, so doesn't lose anything. So still 2nd So now it makes it still 2nd and 10. And then you see a nice run by Bonds, and there he goes. He passed the 10 near the 5-yard line on that play. So 7 rushes with 33 yards in the game. And we'll see if he can get a touchdown. There you see a run play. Nope, Manning actually is going to switch it up and call the run on the other side. And there you see he hands it off to Bonds, and Bonds gets it in for a touchdown. Denver Broncos there. And there you see the replay of the run. Nice run right there for Bonds and the Broncos. So there you see, nice run there. Just dragging those guys in. That's what you got to do when you're a halfback, especially a power back like he is. Run that ball in, and if you have to drag a guy in with you, hey, do what you got to do. So and there you see a nice run right there. So we'll go ahead and simulate the game. And I believe I'm not, if I stand correct, I think, oh, okay, yeah, we got another play here. So another rushing play. Ball on the Broncos 40. 1st and 10. 4 with less than just about 4 minutes left in the game. There you see Bonds takes off, runs it, and tries to get around that defender right there, and it gets the first down. So 9 rushes with 52 yards in the game at this point. 1st and 10, ball on the 48 near midfield. There you see Bonds tries to get open, but unable to get open. But Manning throws to another receiver, I believe Decker. Or Thomas there, never mind, excuse me, throws the try through to Thomas, and threw to Thomas right there on that play to get the first down. Then you see 106 yards for Cobb, 14 yards for Manning. So 2nd and 10, the ball's on the 37-yard line in Cardinals territory. There you see Bonds takes off, and he is gone and gets the first down and pushed out there near the 30. Or excuse me, near the 25, make it 22-yard line. So 1st and 10, ball game 7-7, and with just about 2 minutes left in this first quarter, you see a 1-yard run by a tackle by Vonnie Holiday right there on Bonds. So 2nd and 9, we're gonna see what Manning can do. Hands off the ball again to Bonds, and Bonds again gets stopped and unable to get to the first down marker. So there you see in the replay, Bonds again. I really got to work on his stiff arming and trucking. Like I said, I really want him to be a nice power back. Something like I don't know, something like an Adrian Peterson, but also have the kind of Adrian Peterson. Although you see a nice catch by Decker, get the first down right there. So his first reception, he gets 9 yards. But going back on Bonds, I really want to get him to be like a Adrian Peterson meets Emmitt Smith type of player. Adrian Peterson, I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite players, halfbacks right now, but I got him in my fantasy team. But Emmitt Smith was always one of my favorite halfbacks. Regardless, he played for the Cowboys. He was always one of my favorite. I had several jerseys of his back in the day, and it was a lot of fun just watching him play. So, and then we go ahead and we sim the game, and I believe that was it for Bonds for the day. And there you see, now we're down by about a field goal. No, now we're definitely getting there, definitely pulling away. I see 28, 25, I see 35, 27, 38, 27, and I think pretty much the Cardinals got this in the bag there, and it looks like the final score, it's going to be 55-44. We lose again, so we're 1-3 for the preseason, and hopefully we can turn that around. Again, these games don't count, so we can't get really upset, but there are things we need to change and fix before we get to that first game of the season, which is against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we got to get ready for that Steelers defense and Big Ben and all of them coming up in our first regular season game, which we play at home. So we got to fix some things. We got to figure out how to get our defense working and going one direction, not 11 different directions. So we'll see what we can do in the next game. And there you see showing some of the highlights of the game, showing some nice runs there by Bonds, which his daddy would be very proud of him, being a former football player and all. So there you see final score 55-44 for TJ and the Broncos. So go to the main screen, and there you see talking about Brandon LaFell nabbed a 1-year contract worth $660,000. So he's part of our team now. And there you see some other things going on in the NFL. Let's see what some of the guys on Twitter are talking about. Rex Tucker, you always want to send the fans home happy and excited. I couldn't read the rest. So I love that new Twitter feature they have on there. It makes the game so lifelike, it's so real. It's hilarious reading some of these tweets. Some of the analysts and hosts and all that stuff from ESPN and EA Sports and so many others. It's hilarious, and I think it's a great integration to what goes on in social media, because you see a lot of stuff like that. So and other players talking about other players, say he had a really great game, that was awesome to watch, and so on and so forth. So, and there you see 8 sacks, man. We had 3 giveaways. We had 84 yards rushing, 480 receiving. There you see rushing for Cardinals 195 and 526 receiving. So again, we got to work on some things, especially on defense. Gotta be a defense that bends but doesn't break. Especially having this time, at least this game was closer than the last game. So, but if TJ's like his dad, Teddy Sr., losing is unacceptable, and you gotta go out there and play your ass off and fight for that win. So there you see we're gonna go ahead and advance to the regular season. And again, like I said, gonna start working on a lot more. Try to build up some points for some packages for TJ, the halfback and whatnot. So that being said, that's it for this episode here on ESGNet of Madden 13 Connected Careers with TJ Bonds. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos here on the channel. Leave a like. Tell me what you guys want to see more of, and just keep following the series. So there you see, we're getting ready for first game against the Steelers at home. Come back for episode number episode number 3 when we play against the Steelers at home here on ESGNet.